Well, here they come for the first game of the season. Recently, our academy players have been flying. The likes of Mikey Moore, Jamie Donnelly and Will Lancashire heavily involved with the first team in pre-season. And we're seeing lots of our players secure really good loans for the campaign. It's a great place to be at the moment, the Spurs Academy. And here are some fresh faces looking to make their step up as they start their journey and look to become one of those who are next season knocking on the door for the pre-season tour in the under-21s. Let's have a look at the teams, and we'll start with this Spurs under-18 team. We have a really exciting partnership building at the back in Malachi Hardy and Janai Byfield, both of whom we saw at the end of last season. We have a new first-year scholar in midfield in Jamal Beggs. We have Luca Williams-Barnett, who made a couple of appearances, 7 in total, at the end of last season for the under-18s, playing a new role as today's number 10. And for Crystal Palace, well, we have a team who normally play counter-attacking quick football, and that will be what Spurs will have to look out for. The two wingers come very highly regarded by Crystal Palace, and Abu in particular is one that we have been told to look out for. David Abu, similar situation for Crystal Palace. Lots of players who are looking to make their mark this season, new first-year scholars, and a few who were involved last time around last season. Sam Archer, the Spurs goalkeeper, is the captain. Played 3 games at the end of last season for the under-18s and had a really good spell and work experience with Barton Rovers, as is often the way now with the Spurs goalkeepers asked to go out and get some playing time elsewhere. Saw Josh Keeley do that ever so well last season when he was away with Barnet. We're seeing Kerry Blowdorn do that this season. He is on loan in National League South. Well, one thing we have become accustomed to seeing at this level is plenty of goals, and sometimes in an attempt to play this attacking football that is often craved, the defensive side of the game, well, that can be abandoned.
Does that make sense? Yes. Pingy! Yes, boys! Where's Brandon? Pingy! David! Yes, boys! Keep it! Higher, let's go, Kingy! Keep it! Be ready! That's it on! Straight in! Straight in! After it!
The new season for the under-18s underway then. Crystal Palace the ones to get us started. And Miracle Adewole, who was very much a part of this team last season, hooking the ball away to safety. Saw him often play on the wing, left wing and right wing. Did see him feature at right back. He's kicked this one out of play, and Cowan will launch one into the penalty area. Some early work to do for the Spurs defence. It was Hardy who was able to make the interception, and Adewole is able to make the clearance.
Player, with the 18 a lot further back than that, please. Let's go. Play. Yes, Mal.
Was off on the way last season that we saw the fullbacks for Spurs moving up into midfield. Maybe a bit more rigid in the way that they set up last night, the under-21s. See whether or not that's the same for the under-18s here. Ball given away by Crystal Palace, and it's a chance to break away here. Spurs leading the charge up into Palace half. It's swept wide in the end by Herbie James. Came in last season from Manchester City. and was often used as a substitute. Looking to make more of an impact this season. Had a chance here. Couldn't find the target though. Best chance of the game, that for Spurs. And that may just settle the nerves ever so slightly. Palace again have given the ball away. Ellis Lehane back into midfield, where he will find Beggs, who seems to have taken up the Tyrese Hall role as the number 6. That's where Tyrese Hall started the season last season, although we saw him last night for the academy wearing 10 and filling the role left by Jamie Donnelly. Spurs have a first corner of the game, and in a new role for him, Luca Williams-Barnett, wearing 10, comes across to take. And he will swing in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Big header as well. And a good stop by Marcus Hill, the goalkeeper.
Positive, let's go, forward.
Couple of good chances early on here for Stuart Lewis's team. Seem to have adopted a similar shape to last season. And they may be in trouble here as Cowan, the fullback, looks to step in. His delivery into the box, well, cleared away by Callum Logan. An eagerness from the Crystal Palace fullbacks to get forward could be a problem this afternoon for Spurs. This morning, rather. Not quite into the afternoon just yet. Cowan has played the ball on, chipped into the box by Dashi. This could be a chance. Hardy's header, and the poke from Byfield was just about enough. Carried the ball into the arms of Sam Archer, and away comes Spurs, and off goes Herbie James, sprinting to get close to Crystal Palace's penalty area. And as he looked to make the break, he was pulled back, and that will be a free kick. Unfair challenge here by the captain, Seb Williams.
One more go in. Jesse, good.
Push down. Bigsy, get closer. Come on. Bigsy.
Hardy and Byfield have both made their way forward from the back. They look like likely targets.
Seb, likely to go there, make sure you see it. Get goal side, you can see it.
Free kick is lifted onto a Crystal Palace head. Fighting to keep hold of it, Tynan Thompson.
Forward, let's go! Forward, side on! Stay side on! Yes, Fred, where are you going, Fred?
One back by Logan. And here is Williams-Barnett, who showed flashes of potential at the end of last season, playing 7 times for the under-18s. Williams-Barnett scoring twice.
David!
As is often the way when you are playing at the Spurs Academy, you will play a number of different roles. And he's not playing in the position where we saw him at the back end of last season. Mostly played on the left wing.
Come on! Come on, Fred, forward! Go on, it's coming.
Archer with a passing towards Hardy. And Hardy can lift it across towards Logan. Came into the club ahead of last season from Ipswich. Maybe didn't make the impact that we were expecting Callum Logan at left back, but he always looked really tidy with possession. Could be a big season for him. Williams-Barnett loves to get onto the ball, and he does that, but he's dispossessed. Crystal Palace looking for the quick break. No chance to get there for their number 9, Casey. And Herbie James is penalised for the challenge. A foul on Tyler White, the right back. Again, Crystal Palace looking to get in behind, and again the flag is raised. Jamal Beggs was scrambling to get there. Here is Byfield, a player who really impressed us at the end of last season. Instantly made us just have a look up. Seemed to have the credentials. Spurs have lost the ball again. A chance to break forward here for Dashi. Now Obu will go for goal. It's the first real test of the game for Sam Archer, and it's one that the Spurs goalkeeper stands up to.
Get a structure. Get higher, Herb.
One thing that you certainly will see from Spurs goalkeepers when they have been out on loan, they will have this newfound confidence. We saw it last night with the Spurs goalkeeper, and we're seeing it here with Sam Archer. Logan with a chance to run, being well tracked here by the fullback White. And Williams-Barnett in that inside left position that he seems to have adopted is able to work it back towards Beggs. And now Hardy onto Byfield. Crystal Palace fairly deep here. James allowed to drift in field. He clips in. Was looking for George Feeney, the Spurs number 8. Unable to connect. A signing for Spurs over the summer from Glentoran in Northern Ireland. George Feeney, the son of Warren Feeney, who you may remember, who came through at Leeds and played for Luton and Bournemouth. And there are a few players within the Spurs under-18 setup this season who have footballing connections within their family. Elijah Upson is one of those, the son of Matt Upson, who will be involved. This was the Crystal Palace chance, and the save by Sam Archer. Good work by Abu to go around the outside of Logan, but the effort straight at the goalkeeper in the end. We also, by the way, have Ronnie Moncur, who will be playing for the academy this season. Grandson of former West Ham player John Moncur. And we have Byfield here, who is happy to carry the ball away. Now Logan. And Logan will search for the defence-splitting pass. Just unable to find a way through. Malachi Hardy does really well to get back. Certainly has the physical presence, has the build, already at 6 foot. But he has a wonderful awareness, has pace about him too. And that's an exciting partnership at the back for Spurs. Hardy alongside Byfield, and Hardy has some work to do as Derry is able to make the run. He steps in field, was always looking for the free kick, and he gets the whistle as well, gets around the outside of Malachi Hardy. And Jesse Derry winning a free kick for Crystal Palace in a very good spot.
Andy, make sure the ball doesn't move, please.
Okay. Together. Oh, that's perfect.
Bixie, he's charging.
Second rise, get across, people.
Stay strong.
Crystal Palace free kick, whipped over the wall and over the bar as well. No trouble this time for Sam Archer.
Keep going, well done.
Certainly had pace. Too much in the end.
Back, jump, let's go, Reece. Oh,
George. Good boy. Good. Pass.
React. Go, bench. Go on.
Good cover.
Jump, face down.
Hardy gets a helping hand from Byfield, who steps across. And that's what the coaching staff will love to see.
Luca Williams.
Spurs were in a tight spot, but they passed themselves out of the situation, and now Logan, tussling for the ball, loses out. And again, it's Abu who has the chance to break, and was he pushed? The referee says yes, Byfield is penalised, and Crystal Palace have a penalty. Janai Byfield certainly not so happy here, claiming that he didn't touch his man, but it looked as though there was some holding. And the referee with a quick decision pointing to the spot. David Obu is the man for Crystal Palace who will step up. Sam Archer between the posts here for Spurs. Obu tucks away the penalty nicely. Crystal Palace are ahead. It's Spurs 0, Crystal Palace 1. Archer made his guess, and the guess was wrong. Obu stuttered with the run-up, gave himself the time, and calmly sent that one in to put Palace ahead.
Jess, I think it was on. I think it was on. Yeah, he stood behind the wall. Go again, Benji.
Well, the challenge for Spurs really is to try and get Ellis Lehane into more goal-scoring positions. We haven't really seen him in those kind of areas so far. Scored 10 goals last season for the under-18s in 24 games. In his second season, we'll be looking for a better return as he looks for progress. Miracle Adewole tried the turn around the corner. And there were a fair few Spurs players around who were able to win the ball back. Spurs players are asked to be brave. Have some defending to do here. And it's won back by Beggs. Now that was risky, back into the penalty area with a chip, but Hardy is so good on the ball and he steps away and finds some room here for Logan. Logan's ball into Ellis Lehane, and that's where he needs to do better. Flag has gone up, this won't count. It looked as though Casey was away. He thought that he was. Spurs defence had stepped up though. No trouble there.
Go on, Jess, well done, Jess. What's next, Kyrie? Jesse? What's next? Leo! Move the ball!
Here comes Spurs. Williams-Barnett looking for Lehane, but unable to connect crucially. Still struggling to get into the game, the Spurs number 9.
Miri, higher.
Josh, be aware.
Look at the line, Kingy. Higher,
Jesse, line with Benji. Jesse, deeper. Jesse, deeper. Pressure from behind. Pressure from behind. Benji!
Over the last couple of seasons, this team have been very reliant on Mikey Moore for creativity.
Mateo, drop a bit. Drop, Mateo. There you go.
Work him out.
Narrow serve.
And it's up to someone, really, to step up and be the one who can drag this team forward. Chipped on by Hardy. Miracle Adewole bursting into the box. Nice delivery. Confusion at the back. And an own goal, and Spurs are level. Teasing ball in. Miracle Adewole did ever so well. And Spurs have got themselves back level here. Lovely move. Look at this for a delivery. Very nearly found its way to Ellis Lehane. Didn't matter too much. Did enough to cause the confusion that was needed.
Brilliant pass. Well done.
Well, the referee with a few words to say to Janai Byfield here. I wonder if that goes back to the penalty. Byfield was the one who conceded the penalty, and the captain, Sam Archer, in goal for Spurs, involved in that conversation as well. Palace will look to hit quickly. Adewole this time, back with defensive work to do, is able to get there before Derry the winger can. And Stuart Lewis and the coaching staff should be pretty happy with the work of Miracle Adewole, both defensively and offensively, after, well, he created the goal and then raced back to prevent the cross into the box. Hardy and Archer both there, and between them the corner is cleared away. And Williams-Barnett, the Spurs number 10, intercepting the ball, although then budged off of the ball.
Don't foul. A ball! Brilliant. Early! Early! Get T! Up you get, Miri!
High risk is the way with Spurs. Now all of a sudden there is space, although Crystal Palace backtracking and Dashi doing well to close down the space. Logan into Williams-Barnett, again quickly challenged, but again quickly has it back, and he feeds it through looking for Lehane, who was very nearly away. Were it not for the quick thinking of the goalkeeper, would have been in for a chance. Well, it will definitely take a while for these Spurs midfield players to make a connection, to build a relationship. Starting to see more and more from Beggs and Feeney, though. Here's Adewole, provider of the goal for Spurs. Now Hardy. Byfield given the chance to travel out towards Logan at left back. Looking for Williams-Barnett wearing 10. And the referee was in the way, just as things were building for Crystal Palace. As a result, ball will go in Crystal Palace's favour. Hardy couldn't quite get to the pass. Derry now has an opportunity to take a run at the Spurs centre-back. Hardy, though, standing up to the test and didn't let him pass. Well, he looked impressive last season, Malachi Hardy. Looks as though he's really shot up over the summer. And you'll see that at this level, with Hardy still only 16, that there will be these spurts of growth. Big chance from the edge of the box, closed down initially. The impressive Jesse Derry kept on going and has won another corner.
Not too high, George. David! Tyler, you're going to move it. Move it, go ahead. Move it, right. 2v2.
Corner taken short, whipped in and headed away. And hooked on its way by Warren Feeney. By George Feeney, sorry, Warren's his dad. Well, Feeney is down after a challenge that happened in the build-up to the corners. And the players will take the opportunity to grab a drinks break here. And we can have a look back at the foul of Feeney. So the ball is headed away here, and as Feeney tries to get there, he was just caught. I don't think there was any malice in the challenge. Caught on the heel though, and not a particularly nice one for George Feeney, our new summer signing. He's given a really lovely send-off by Glentoran and George Feeney, who really feel that he can go on to be a very special player. And that's why Spurs were delighted to get him in, the number 8 who is down receiving treatment. Stuart Lewis will grab the players. And for the most part, you would imagine that he will be pretty happy, although for his liking, if Spurs are looking for really attacking football from these youngsters, maybe Spurs aren't creating enough in terms of goal-scoring chances. We haven't really seen Marcus Hill, the Crystal Palace goalkeeper, tested with that much regularity over the 22 minutes of this game so far. In particular, Luca Williams-Barnett is receiving plenty of instruction here. He's playing a new role, and it's a big role to play, the number 10 role within this team. Large demands placed on the number 10. Feeney, our number 8, is preparing to come back on after the injury. And that's good news for Spurs.
Harry, keep moving, Harry.
Oh, you can't, fella, yes!
Good job.
Step in, step to the middle!
Diags, Jess! In the great position. More effective! Benji! Josh!
Ellie's running behind!
Good team! Good team!
Herbie James was looking and hoping for the free kick. The whistle never came. Palace with a chance to break, and Archer, well, pulled out a big arm to clutch that one from the sky. Didn't manage to grab hold. Did enough, though, to prevent any kind of Crystal Palace effort on goal. And it's back with Spurs, and it's back with Hardy, who is so good with the ball from the back, and he's found a way through the Crystal Palace midfield. And all of a sudden, Adewole, who delivered the ball for the goal, is away, and he will try to get to the byline. His cutback is good. Spurs are into the area. Thompson claiming the corner, and Spurs will get the corner. We will cover the home games on Spurs Play for the under-18s, and we have a few of those coming up. The next in 10 days' time in the Cup against Leeds, and then a game against Brighton on the 31st of August, just after the bank holiday Monday.
Relax.
Good timing, well done. George, well done. Beatty, brilliant through the pressure, well done.
Marcus.
On the ball, Luke. See it and get under it.
Ellis Lehane with the yellow card.
All right, get round the ball. Yes.
And Crystal Palace back underway.
4-4-2, T. Get in round the 10, T.
Higher.
Good Lord. Calm.
Winning.
Run out. Miri, go on. Beatty, get to the middle. We'll leave it.
Yes, see the 2, Jess. He's involved with the 7. Yes,
Calm now, calm.
No, maybe not.
Wait.
Josh, the 7, Josh. Pass him on. Josh. Tell him. Go on, man.
Get up!
Feeney with a risky pass. Byfield is back there to cover the risk.
Yes, Luca!
Good, Sam. Go on, then. Go on, from the front.
A really difficult system that the Spurs players are asked to play, one that mimics the first team. There is a lot to learn, and it may well take a few games, as we saw last season. Players have to be bold and have to be prepared to wait for the press, and that's what the coaching staff are asking for here. Draw your man, and that then creates the space in behind. Feeney looks very comfortable on the ball. Happy to come and collect it off of the back four. Logan will move on, and here is Herbie James on the left with another chance to break into Crystal Palace penalty area. He will go for goal, and he's found the corner. He's found a second for Spurs, and they're on top. Stuart Lewis's side are leading now, thanks to the goal from Herbie James. Well, it all looked pretty comfortable here. Herbie James allowed to cut in field, and then he had the accuracy to find the corner, and Spurs are ahead.
Come on, reaction. Come on. Come on, Kingy, come on, reaction. And again.
Well, that goal will give this team plenty of confidence, that's for certain. Herbie James, who really struggled to make an impact last season, will certainly benefit from that. Seeing plenty of the ball in the early stages here, which is exactly what we want to see. And with Yusuf Akamrich now looking like he is very much a part of the under-21 setup, there is a space on that left-hand side. And of course, Mikey Moore, who often occupied the space on the left, seems to be part of the first team.
Come on, Dave! Get in! What's happening here?
Get in!
Obu, who has looked dangerous, is able to spread play, and he will find Cowan. No way through for Cowan. Malachi Hardy moving in field. Managed to evade the challenge of two, and now Luca Williams-Barnett can break. Speeds away from his man and over the halfway line. With pace here come Tottenham Hotspur. Logan joins the attack from left back. He takes a turn to go for goal. Effort deflected and away for a corner. Lovely pace about the way the Spurs are coming forward with the ball. And Luca Williams-Barnett in particular growing in confidence in that number 10 space, and he has come across here to take the corner. Williams-Barnett delivers, only to see it flicked away as far here as Adewole.
Go on, Cal. You support Cal. Go on, support.
Look at him.
Spurs create the overload on the left again, and running the channels, here comes Ellis Lehane. Ellis Lehane touching back. Shooting chance here for Spurs. The bounce on the ball came pretty far ahead of the goalkeeper. Made it easy to watch. And it's a routine stop in the end for Hill. At the other end, Byfield has work to do, and he is wrestled off of the ball. And here comes Casey, only to be challenged though by Logan, who came across to offer a helping hand. Now Derry, and he's won another free kick. Sean Derry is the dad of Jesse Derry, former Crystal Palace captain, of course. Not for the first time, he has won a free kick just here. Looks a pretty savvy player. Has played alongside Mikey Moore for the England under-17s. Sent one from this kind of range over the bar not so long ago. Has another chance to have another go. Archer closing the angle, has moved the wall across.
Yes, Herb, be strong. Sam, stay strong, Mel.
It will be Derry again this time. Had a bit more accuracy, but he sent that one crashing into the Tottenham Hotspur wall. And Williams, the captain, feeds it back. Another crossing opportunity. Hardy watches it, heads it away. Spurs defence standing up well to the test being thrown at them by Crystal Palace. And they chase and chase. And Crystal Palace, in a hurry, put the ball out of play. Well, over the 32 minutes so far, lots of positives for Spurs. Hustling hard to win the ball back and creating opportunities at the other end. Although you wouldn't necessarily say that they have hit top gear just yet.
Now you're fine. Stay there, Jed. Pass and move.
Herbie James, full of confidence after his goal, steaming forward, winning a corner.
Good. Who's got who? Make sure you're in, Dave. You ready to go? Well done. Keep going. Mal!
Lots of Spurs presence in the penalty area as the corner comes in. Well, it came in the direction of James. He was unable to reach it. It's back with Williams-Barnett. He's in an offside position, though.
Face the ball! Face the ball! Come on, Herbs, what's next? Brilliant, you!
I always think it's interesting when you are watching these academy players who will make the burst. At the start of last season, it must be remembered that Will Lancashire wasn't even a regular starter for the under-21s, went on to become the Premier League 2 player of the season, is now training with the first team. Who will make the break? Who will make the strides? That's the question. Byfield showing strength and good feet and finding Hardy, who just looks so comfortable.
Affect him! Affect him! Calm, keep up. This side, drop down, Mary. Go, Freddie. Tyler, over! Could be us!
Pass into the feet of Beggs wasn't really the one that he was after. Palace have it. Palace, though, unable to work the chance and maybe tried to be a bit too cute with the ball, much to the relief of the Spurs defence.
Come on, tonight, shoot! Come on, Sam! Out of the box! Get closer, Mel. Mel, get closer. Luca, open it up! Yes, yes, Josh. Half an hour. Yes, help. Cover, Josh. Cover.
Nice turn.
What's now? What now?
Adams Coleman was there. Byfield there to spot the pass that was heading in the direction of Dashi. And he gets a helping hand from Logan, who is able to make the clearance and find Williams-Barnett.
Good, Miri, calm. Miri, move now. Josh,
Miracle Adewole can be pretty happy with his performance so far. He's found Thompson, one of our first-year scholars. Tynan Thompson trying to turn though into George King, the Crystal Palace midfielder. Well, one back though by Spurs. Thompson led the charge, he's played the pass, and now James onto it. Overlapping run from Williams-Barnett. Lovely feet, there's the finish. Well, it's a good effort, but it's well saved by the goalkeeper in the end. Lovely move from Spurs. Swept forward with real pace. Nice combination between Thompson, James and Williams-Barnett. And in the end, the only thing missing from Spurs number 10, Luca Williams-Barnett, was a decent hit on goal. Spurs corner, looks dangerous and very nearly was coming in. Malachi Hardy, the Crystal Palace defender, had to improvise back there.
Your half, please, Blue!
Go back, just go back.
Get up tonight!
What's next term?
Murray, shuffle a bit! Get over, look how spread we are. Two spreads. Go on! Tell Josh to slide. Tight! Yes,
Byfield's interception means that Spurs can build another attack, and Williams-Barnett sprinting away will look for an option. Has wonderful footwork. The pass in towards Thompson, though, intercepted at the crucial moment by Crystal Palace. Well, it was always going to be a tough test here for Spurs. Crystal Palace always have a very solid academy team. They are always there or thereabouts at the top end of the table. So far, though, it's Tottenham Hotspur who lead and are standing up to the test here, you would say, pretty well.
Move against it. Go against it. Good. T. Stay patient. Ellis, maybe. Ellis.
Open it up.
There you go. Good. First pass. Secure.
Palace on the attack. Byfield gets a toe to it, and that just stopped the momentum of the Palace break. Dashi trying to pick that back up here. Derry is in, and it's an equalising goal for Crystal Palace. The angle pass, the brilliant take, and then a fine finish to make it 2-2.
Gotta keep it, mate. Come on. If not, go bigger.
Well, as is often the way with the under-18s, the goals just keep on coming. And Hardy stepped across, stepped the wrong way, really. And Derry, who always had the momentum, was able to carry the ball into the corner.
Come on.
Well, it was really feeling as though Spurs were in quite a dominant position. Crystal Palace, though, have equalised. Feeney's done well in midfield. George Feeney with the pass wide towards Herbie James. 17-year-old will look to conjure something here, although he lost his pace, and Tyler White, as a result, the fullback, was able to gather the ball. And the goalkeeper had seen quite enough of that back there and thumped away. Pushed by Byfield, free kick Palace.
My line.
Keep it high. Keep it high. You can get Fred in, Jess. Just keep it high. You can get Jess Fred in. Jess, too wide, Fred. Ball's over there.
Well, sliding in to get there, Herbie James rather wildly went looking for the ball and has conceded a free kick, and Crystal Palace now have a chance to really test Spurs and look for the goal that will put them in front.
Kai, Mo! Edge of the box, Tyrese, deeper. Kai, get over there. Josh, you can go a little bit higher. Level with the ball. Get level. Just in the gap. Level with the ball. Mateo! Kingy, come out to go in. Kingy's your man. Make sure you can see the free kick. Herb, see the ball. See your man. Murray, see your man. Open a bit, Murray. Be ready.
Hardy is there, he meets it in the air. May still be trouble here for Spurs. They're trying to get the ball down, Palace, and it was a big chance. Dashi with an opportunity, he's flashed that one over the top of the bar.
It's that first one. Look at the ball. Look at the ball.
Well, the Palace attacker will be disappointed that he didn't provide better, but Spurs will be pretty relieved. Need to stop conceding those kind of free kicks in and around the penalty area.
Jess, come on, Jess, you're a bit higher. Bubble! Nice hands now, yeah, that's right. Marcus, talk now, come on, talk. Come on!
Get up, Kingy!
Get Tyler in when he's done it! Get Tyler in!
Logan's header. And Beggs did enough, and that's smashed on its way. And Spurs will chase and chase, but it's brought down here by Cowan. Now Derry. You have to say he's a very different player to his dad. Sean Derry, the former Crystal Palace captain, very much a more defensive player. Robust, let's say.
Josh, get in front of you. Josh, in front.
That's fine there, thank you! Back him up, George!
Good lad, Josh.
Don't foul! Don't foul!
Josh, stay in front.
Cowan chipping one to the back of the area. They're lining up there for Crystal Palace, waiting for their chance. The effort came in from Abu, that was blocked. He's got it back. It's a good spell this for Crystal Palace, and they've responded well to getting themselves back into the game, as is often the way. The goal bringing some confidence, bringing that spark of energy that Crystal Palace were missing just before then. And before half-time, they are looking for another.
Andy, two added at the end of the half, okay? Thank you. I hold this line. Turn the ball for me. Gents. Come
on! Josh! Middle! Go reach a little bit if you want. You're behind Curry.
A little bit to me. Good lad. Miri, open.
Herbie, ready for the second.
To the ball.
Boo again.
Stop the cross.
Gets away from the challenge of Feeney. Williams-Barnett across, his deflection carries the ball away, Crystal Palace corner.
First contact, Sam.
Well, at this point, Spurs would probably be pretty happy to get themselves in at half-time.
Reece, if they break, you can come at us back.
Crystal Palace chasing a third.
T, go! Go on, Sam! Go on, Sam!
Here comes the cross, and here comes the header from Ellis Lehane, who is back there. More danger coming here for Spurs. Brilliant ball towards Abu, who can't control, though.
Josh, what now?
Hardy's challenge, and he gets there to make the block to deny Williams. Well, there was a big appeal. George King, though, for Crystal Palace had taken the ball out of play. And the Crystal Palace player looking to waste seconds, but I think Spurs would be pretty happy to waste a few. We rarely see in the academy a long clearance away, but I think it's a good decision here by Sam Archer. No need to concede or put yourself in danger just before the break. Flick on by Feeney. Spurs can't bring under control. Miracle Adewale up against Derry, and then Feeney in there.
Win the duel!
Miracle Adewale pulled back, has to be a yellow surely. The yellow card is given to Jesse Derry.
In the middle! Two up for me. Get over, Fred. Yes, sir. Go on, nick it. Drop Kingy. Tight. Well done. Relax. Get over, Mateo. Get over. Get over. Yes, steady, steady. Wait till we win it. Left will start a little bit deeper. Go wide, inside it. Go in the cup. Go in the cup.
Mal, organise the 10. Mal, you can go in. Get Miri to narrow.
You're the out. Look forward.
Miracle Adewole allowed to surge. There is a gap to shoot, but instead he plays the pass. Thompson, what can he create? Stood up here by the fullback. And he's out-muscled and pushed away. It's good defending by Fred Cowan.
Fred, wait! Seb, right shoulder. Right shoulder. Seb, that's it. Perfect. Ready, well done. Thank you.
Get full, please, fellas. Thank you.
Seb, tighter.
Back with the assistant, please. Thank you. Keep going. Gorgeous. Go. 11. You've just been cautioned. Okay, think about it, yeah? Yeah, but you get done for position at the end as well, okay? Don't be silly. To the middle, Mal.
That's a fair point. Has just been booked there. He concedes the free kick. Spurs have swept it to the opposite side. Byfield allowed to travel here. And Feeney is happy to go back, and that carries us through to half-time. Plenty of goals, plenty of action. Spurs will be fairly disappointed, you feel, that they're not ahead at the break. They had the chance to be, and they were leading by 2-1. Made a mistake in front of the 18-yard box, and that allowed the opportunity for Crystal Palace to sneak in and score a second goal. And as a result of the break, it's Spurs 2, Crystal Palace 2.
You're a half, 11. You're half, please, fella. Keeper!
Yeah.
Away we go then for this second half. And it's Beggs in midfield who will send the ball wide here towards one of the goal scorers from the first half, Herbie James, and now Logan. Byfield, the left-hand side of the back two. And here is Sam Archer, who is in goal. His big clearance away. Ball drops kindly here for Williams-Barnett. He's in an offside position, though. The flag was raised. Play will continue. Herbie James making the run, and he's in the box with the cutback. And it's cleared away. The Crystal Palace players all stopped because the flag was raised. Spurs free kick.
Mal, come on, Ben. Position there.
Move! Yes, Ben. Yes, Ben. Good, Jess. Good, Jess. Good. Forward.
Hardy's pass didn't make it. And Jamal Beggs was unable to control, and Crystal Palace have it back. Rather chaotic start to the second half. Janai Byfield looking for some control. Two 16-year-olds at the heart of Spurs defence, Hardy and Byfield. And I think it's going to be really interesting watching those two develop. They've started ever so well on their breakthroughs to the under-18s, and here is Hardy. Just looks so good on the ball. Real confidence about his play. Williams-Barnett now bursts. There is space because of the run by Ellis Lehane. Williams-Barnett going for goal. And very nearly placing the ball in the top corner. Would have found a way were it not for the save from Marcus Hill. The Crystal Palace keeper here pushing away. Tottenham Hotspur corner, Crystal Palace clearance. And now Beggs. Beggs sending one in, big deflection on that. Another corner kick for Spurs.
Ellis! Now! Comes across, 6 2! Be first!
Williams-Barnett goes deep on the corner.
Go! Go!
And Crystal Palace get the big header on that. Cowan is able to send away from danger. Crystal Palace change at half-time. Redhead, Caleb Redhead, unable to find any space beyond the Spurs defence.
Higher bench! Stand still, bench. Come on, come on, bench! Go on! Back to goal! Spot play down! Earlier bench! Back to goal! Shake bench! Let's be over!
Just leave the ball on the floor, there's no reason to pick it up into the middle tonight.
Keep working! Keep going! Over bench. Narrow, what now, Tyler? Come on, Miri!
Palace on the attack. Well, it was all rather expected, rather telegraphed from Crystal Palace. Made it rather easy for Spurs to pick up the ball and bring away, and now Hardy is able to carry forward from the back. He's understood the brief, waited for the press to come. Byfield into midfield. Not enough on the pass to reach Luca Williams-Barnett. One back by Callum Logan.
Other side! Tight up!
Good tackle, it's a wide throw.
Benji. Roll a bench! Roll a bench! Benji, start creeping. Runners, the off, watch the off.
Wonderful ball through the middle. Redhead, though, was fair distance offside. He's kicked the ball away too. And he will get the yellow card, the number 16.
Bring it up, where's the gap? Close the gap. Bring it up. Higher Ben.
Get your shoulders facing forward.
Caleb, get behind the ball. Get out. Drop. Caleb, get in front of the ball.
Janaya. Go on, Mel.
See higher.
Go on. Go on.
Off goes Adewale. His passing field. Chance for Spurs. Well, it was certainly heading towards that corner. Nice effort from Tynan Thompson. One of the new first-year scholars prepared to unleash.
Tina, there's a 7.
What now?
Tina, there's a 7.
Fred, what now? Get on the move.
Tina.
Yes, please.
Tina, get him in. We know.
See the ball and head it.
Good, Caleb. Go on, Ben. Go on. Jesse. Yeah, keep going.
Logan was under pressure, but he has managed to give the time for Archer to make the clearance. Waited for the pressure to arrive, and now Ellis Lehane speeding through, managed to get there ahead of White. Had the strength, but the touch was heavy, and it carried all the way through towards Marcus Hill, the goalkeeper. Does look to be very eager, Ellis Lehane, to get into the game. Hasn't really had the service, the Spurs number 9, to make any kind of impact so far. Feeney into Williams-Barnett, an effort on goal which is slammed into the corner brilliantly, puts Spurs back ahead. Tottenham Hotspur 3, Crystal Palace 2. Luca Williams-Barnett growing into this new role, playing the number 10. And power was the action that he looked for as he smashed into the bottom corner to give Spurs control in this game.
Back in. Let's go, please, little jump. Come on, boys, back in. Same again.
Power, placement and precision from Luca Williams-Barnett, who is really finding his feet within this new role.
Expecting to miss it there, Kingy, yeah? So you have to drop, give yourself a little bit. Use your pace.
Well done.
Very demanding role within any team, the number 10 role.
Go, split. Go. Get up. Hustle.
What's brilliant for Spurs, though, is we're looking for certain players to get some confidence from today's game. Herbie James Playing on the left-hand side, didn't really manage to make the big impact last season that we thought he might, having arrived from Manchester City. Scored a brilliant goal in the first half. Luca Williams-Barnett moving from a wing position into the number 10 role vacated by Mikey Moore. And he smashes in, and Spurs now lead. Long way to go, but Spurs are heading for 3 points. A fourth goal could be pretty crucial here, because Crystal Palace have got attacking talent in abundance. Here they come. Palace looking to make it 3-3. Archer making the save, and Casey, their number 9, is denied. One back by White. Casey can't get around the outside of the Spurs defence. Well, here's the chance for Crystal Palace. Wonderful work by Casey, and good improvisation with the legs from Sam Archer.
Come on, Mary, get there! Get in, come on, Sam, deep for a bit! On the next line, Ben, get higher. Benji, a bit higher, mate. Break the line. Higher. Line to the 6. Tyler, don't overcover. Go, bench. React again. React. Seb. Ready for the switch, Luca. Ready for the switch, Luca. Take. Move it. Kingy, make sure he's in front now. Come on, get organised.
Palace on the spin, make their way into the box. And Archer's touch, just about enough to take the ball away from Benji Casey, the Crystal Palace number 9. Lovely play here by their number 10, Dashi. Denied by the Spurs goalkeeper.
Sam, play. Go on. Press it.
Good. Step, George.
Other side.
Come on,
bench. Come on, Cal. Go, Cal. Run him.
Strong challenge by Logan, who comes away with the ball here for Spurs. Was looking for Lehane. There was a vital interception, and that took the ball away just as Lehane was looking to break through. Liked that though from Callum Logan. And that's the kind of bravery that Stuart Lewis and the coaching team are really looking for from these players.
Mel.
Don't go all the way, T. Bring the play in. Come on,
Ball is lifted over the top. Lehane is chasing, and Lehane won't get there.
Connected, Kingy, let's go.
Nice grab by Hill, the keeper.
Ready. Relax on the ball. Hurry. Tell it to settle.
Get up, lads.
Go with him, T. Go with him. Go with him.
Spurs have won it back. Spurs have a chance, and it's swept goalwards and swept wide by Jamel Beggs. Big opportunity to grab that all-important fourth goal.
Well done. 17. Come on, what's next?
And you just wonder whether Spurs may live to regret not making the most of this mistake by Crystal Palace's goalkeeper.
Stay there, Herb, stay there.
Second ball.
Passes. Good. Passes, get to 6. Good.
Another chance for Beggs, who will go for goal, and this time drive it low, but again he drives it wide. And again there is no trouble for Crystal Palace. Really positive signs though that Jamal Beggs, a first-year scholar, is getting into these forward positions more and more. It's something we really saw with Tyrese Hall when he started to step up and have the belief that he was a really good player. And it's hard not to compare the two because Jamal Beggs wears the same number that Tyrese Hall wore for the under-18s, but he really carries himself in much the same way. They do play like very similar players. Lehane trying to find the route between the two Palace defenders, no space there. And now Redhead, who is up against Byfield. Again, that Spurs partnership at the back working hard. Archer spotted the problem. Spurs open up the space on the right-hand side. Adewale on the burst. Now Thompson. Thompson darting. Happy to take on players. Look at him go here. Thompson to the edge of the box. Wins a free kick. Glorious run. Crystal Palace players, well, they were so scared they didn't know whether to dive in. They left him running, and in the end, well, they had to do that. Challenged by King. Penalised by the referee. Spurs free kick. It's a difficult one here, right on the edge of the box. And the task for whoever takes it is to get the ball up and down very quickly. You're almost better to go low.
Go on. Miri. Well played. Semi. Come on, voice through the team.
Stay alive.
Beggsy, lock in. Miri, get closer. Tina, get closer.
Make yourself big.
Lifted over the wall, called onto the crossbar by Williams-Barnett. Well, looking for his second of the game. Wasn't too far away. It was a difficult angle, but he really caught the goalkeeper on the hop here.
Mateo, it's a 10.
Outside the box, thank you, Nine.
Watch where, stay there with it.
See where the fullback is.
Yes, Hermes. Yes, Hermes.
Go on, nip it.
Move the ball. Outside. Seb, stay there, Seb.
Herbs, 10 more yards.
Crystal Palace will take their turn to have an attack. And their fullback, who spent plenty of time in Spurs half, Cowan, in a very good position, but it's well intercepted by Tottenham Hotspur. Williams-Barnett tidying up the pieces in midfield, has lost out. And here comes Derry with a rather tame effort that won't trouble Sam Archer.
Mateo, push on to the 5. Seb, push 6. Thingy, just get ready to bump.
Don't go all the way.
Oh.
Be ready.
Seb, do both as well.
Don't get pinned.
Josh,
Josh, get away from him. Don't get pinned.
Get ready to be narrow.
Oh, Jay, well done!
Okay, again.
Williams-Barnett angles the pass into Beggs. Spurs building again. On the run, here comes James. James is well tracked. Spurs corner, real intensity to this game in the second half. Both teams giving it a very good go. As is often the way with the under-18s, it's more about attacking play and really expressing yourself on the pitch. Can make these games very enjoyable, very end-to-ends. Spurs can add a fourth here. Have been good from set pieces. Good punch away by Hill, the keeper. Well, as far as auditions go for being a regular within this under-18 setup over the course of the season, not too many have put a foot wrong in this game.
Back tackle.
Higher!
Miri. Sprint to that.
Hardy chasing back. And Hardy is given a yellow card for what was deemed to be a foul by the referee.
Yes. Make sure organised here. Josh. One in front, one
Not
behind.
now,
Curry,
not now.
show in front. Josh, you last.
Get the ball!
Jesse! Get the ball, mate! Jess! Jesse Derry! Stay there.
Now!
Yeah,
Now! Tyrese, tell Fred to stay.
Fred, you could do it. It's up to you.
Hold one line.
Palace deliver, and it's a really good chance. Almost seemed to hop over the top of the ball. The Palace centre-back, George King. Didn't anticipate the bounce. And the players will break. And that's because I thought this was purely just for a drinks break, but Hill is down. Well, Stuart Lewis gathers the group rather than anyone specifically, although he does have some individual words there for Tynan Thompson. Crystal Palace will believe there is still time to get themselves level. And not only that, I'm sure they'll be looking to start their first game of the season with a win.
Restart is a goal kick for Tottenham, okay, brothers?
Ready to get back underway. Spurs will be the team to do the restart.
Ready! Stay with him. Everyone's done now. Yes, stay there.
Begsy, come down, Begsy. Begsy, come down. Begsy, go and play, Begsy. Begsy, good. Yes, Reese.
Good, Josh. Yes.
Well intercepted.
Run it, Reese.
Beggs, who's looked good here for the under-18s. Slotted in nicely into that midfield area. And now Feeney sends it wide. There's the cross. Miracle Adewole looking to find a teammate in the middle. Nobody there. And the game's across the country now getting underway as we go past 12:30. Really looking forward to seeing some of our academy players and how they get on over the course of the weekend. Leyton Orient have just kicked off in their game, and Jamie Donnelly is in the starting 11 for the game against Charlton. Matthew Craig also out on loan, playing today. He's at Barnsley.
What's the front man, Herb?
I haven't checked the fixtures, but may well come up against Jamie Donnelly at some stage over the season, which would potentially mean that Matthew Craig would be marking Jamie Donnelly.
Big C, keep the balance.
Caleb, don't get it.
Keep it tidy.
Good run, I like it, Herb.
Williams-Barnett with a low delivery, clever ball as well, and there's the chance, smashed in by Ellis Lehane. Wonderful strike from the Spurs number 9, the goal the Spurs were looking for, makes it 4-2, makes it a bit more comfortable, and on the opening day, well, the under-18s looking in fine form ahead of the new season. Clever free kick, it was Feeney the one who was looking to connect, but it dropped, and it's instinctive from Ellis Lehane. Exactly what the coaching staff will be looking for from their striker. Laces through it, smashed into the corner. Spurs 4, Palace 2. Well, he's not had much of a chance to get into the game, Ellis Lehane. Everyone will tell you that's a sign of a good striker. Waited and waited, had the concentration when the moment came, and Crystal Palace will roll the dice to make a substitution as Lamiras comes on.
Relax, the sub's not on the pitch. We're not restarting. There you go. Please. Andy, you ready? Fly. Yes, Luca.
Let's go, Rick!
Forward! Yes, Cal! Step! Yes, lower Cal! Lower Cal! Yes, Cal! Go on, El! You're in, El! Jump! Go on, El!
Ellis Lehane, wonderful control. Oozing confidence after the goal, and look at him streak away. Didn't connect with the effort, as perhaps he may have liked. It's well saved in the end by the goalkeeper.
Higher! Mateo, you're in serve!
Come on, El! Let's take the ball game! Take the ball game!
Come on, Caleb!
It's all about concentration now for the under-18s. Can they hold on and manage the game and play sensibly all the way through until the 90? And here comes the break from the Spurs substitution. Elliot Paris, who is back up onto his feet to break into the box, will look for the penalty, and the referee has given it too. What an impact. Reece Elliot Paris, one of our new first-year scholars,
Really good here.
with plenty to say now that he's on the field.
Good concentration.
Could well have stayed on the ground, but he got back up
Organised here, knock it down.
and was brought down for a second time. Moana conceding the penalty for Palace, and now Tottenham Hotspur with a chance to make it 5-2. Ellis Lehane stepping up for the opportunity to score his second of the game.
Luke.
Ellis Lehane hits from the spot.
Come on, come on!
Well, he's really had to wait for his moment, Ellis Lehane, but when he's been given the chance, 2 accomplished finishes. And Spurs now lead Crystal Palace by 5 goals to 2.
Keep running.
Good boys, George. Luca. Keep on them now, let's go. Come on.
Well done, boys, again. Let's go, wake up, come on. Come on, lads.
Let's go, please, fellas, in jog, please. Come on.
Yes, we've got. Come on, mate, come on.
Some second half so far from Stuart Lewis's side, who have really ramped things up. 2-2 at the break. Second half goals from Williams-Barnett and 2 from Lehane, though, see Spurs in the driving seat and heading towards 3 points on the opening day.
Go higher out, fresh ball out, Ellis.
Defensive work to do for Hardy, who is backing up Redhead.
Ellis, make me run, Ellis, get up! Come on,
Tonight, get up!
Buzz clear. Williams-Barnett chipping. Ellis Lehane with a chance to score the hat-trick. Controls. He's forced wide, though.
Stay near!
Calm!
What next tonight?
Go on!
Go on, Herbs!
Bexy, you got to do it, Jam! Well done, George Feeney! Dig in now, come on! Higher! Yes, Bexy!
Passes!
Share the ball!
Share! Good!
Shooter! Share the ball! Back 4!
Good!
Get up!
Get our straps up!
Keep passing it!
Calm, Sam, calm! Take it in.
Narrow now! Back post,
Touched around the corner. That was a nice ball, and there was an arm across. It was Byfield who was there to prevent the run from the substitute, Lemerez.
Serve! Come on, Jess! Serve! Just stay with him, he's not dropping. Stay with him.
Yes, ref! Yes, Herb. Miri! Tonight!
Well done, keep throwing. Again.
Spurs change. Sees Egan Riley come into the action here, and he will replace Thompson. Good first outing for the first-year scholar. Egan Riley, the younger brother of CJ, who is currently with Burnley, onto the pitch for the last 15 minutes of the match.
Yes, Marcus, higher, let's go. Come on. T, come on. Come on,
Back in! Back in! Do it early, Cal.
Palace looking to break. Logan, though, with the challenge. He's had a good game. I do like the look of this Spurs back 4. Looks pretty settled. Central 2, building a nice platform and allowing Adewole and Logan the opportunity to make forward runs. And I'm sure as the season progresses, we'll see more of that from Logan and Adewole. As we saw last season, it's a slow build towards a more fluid performance. Logan allowed to carry the ball away. Risky pass, one that doesn't come off. Lemerez able to pick up, spreads play across field. Promising signs here for Crystal Palace, who have a long way to go to get back into the game, but they do have plenty of time. Lemerez, the substitute, been lively since coming on. Spin from Dashi, span into trouble though. And that will do.
Get on with it, Ben. Screen.
Okay, well done. Go again.
Good. Come on. Yes, Get up! Tight up!
Come on, now, get up, lads! Come on, Jeanette!
Left foot! Come on, Seb, go in the middle! Get in the middle of the pitch!
Come on, next one in!
Byfield's header.
In the middle of the pitch!
And a whistle from the referee.
You two, get in the middle of the pitch! Mary! Luca! Ellis!
Help, you good? Help!
Yes. Let's have fun with it now. Don't let them back in the game. No more goals.
Well, interestingly, our microphone at the side of the field is very well placed. Crystal Palace players saying, let's just have some fun now, and Spurs saying, no more goals. I don't necessarily see this Spurs team, though, as one that will be looking to shut up shop.
Kingy. Jonathan. Is he alright?
Yes, lads, keep going!
Come on! Oi, heads up again, come on! Come on!
Skipper, come on!
Sam, come on, mate!
Palace had the ball last. Who did? To them, okay, yeah, possession last.
Big you're right.
Drop in a little bit, just get engaged. Next to body in there.
Ready to run! Lads, ready to run!
Come on! King, where's the ball? King, where's the ball?
Wonderful pass from Feeney. Williams-Barnett! Would you have a look at that? Wonderful awareness from the Spurs number 10. Spurs have now scored 6. And they are running away with this one against Crystal Palace.
Yes, ref.
Go! Look, mate!
Well, the big question ahead of the game was how will Williams-Barnett perform with the 10 on his back? And the answer is like this. Wonderful finish, had everyone fooled.
Seb, come on! Come on!
Matt.
Come on, George!
Luca.
Kingy, come on! Stop shaking your head, let's get going again. Come on!
Yeah.
Harry Byrne and Dante Orr about to enter the field.
Lopes, come on now, come on, let them don't drop, come on Roman.
And it's the end of the road for Luca Williams-Barnett, who's had a brilliant first game of the season, playing as the number 10 here, scored 2, and well, he has just had such a brilliant influence in advanced areas of the pitch, exactly where Spurs would want him to be. And we've seen how important that 10 role can be within the academy. Jamie Donnelly doing the business for the under-21s, Mikey Moore last season and the season before for the under-18s. It's a big role, and they are big boots to fill, but it's a good start to the season for Williams-Barnett, plenty of promising signs. And this Spurs team will be full of confidence.
Get the ball! Get the ball! Get the ball, team!
Hey, you run the left side of it, Big the other.
As a
Face the ball, lads!
First contact! First contact!
Yes, come on!
Mary, take left! Mary, go to Mary!
Yes, right, come on, back in the front post, mate. Go left!
Left! Mary, left! Mary, left! Step! In line with him, get off!
Seb.
Get left! Georgie!
Tayo, come to the edge. That's enough. Go to the box.
That's it.
Bring it.
First contact.
Georgie! Mel, first contact!
First contact! One! Get out!
Pick up! Bring it! Mirror inside!
Palace delivery and a good interception by Egan Riley, who is there to turn away.
Stay there, Josh. No, Josh, stay here. Hey, Jess, go on higher. Reach. Josh, stay on the edge. Take it.
Wait,
Cal! Sam!
Let's go, fellas. Keep the ball moving, please. Come on. Respect the game, please.
Where's the cover team?
Come on, set the example.
One goes, one drop. There you go.
Lahane was trying to flick the ball on. That's a wonderful challenge. Here comes Hardy. Hardy sending it through. Ellis Lahane the target. His challenge an unfair one.
Mel!
You and Tayo, just stay.
Brilliant, well done!
Open your mouth. Team. Tayo, sit. Just stay there.
Nothing through us!
Now you've got to drop in, Mary. Drop in. Thingy.
Come on, second ball, lads! Come on, Big Z! Come on,
Stay
hey!
there, Joe. Hold your energy, Joe. Good. Make some play.
Good claim by Sam Archer. Sliding in just when he was needed.
Work it. Go on. Go on.
Logan's pass. Not the one he was hoping for. Here is Redhead. Slick passing and a dangerous looking move. Crystal Palace looking for the penalty.
Next one. Come on.
Well, it was a big leap by Benji Casey, the number 9. And it's a second
Switch on here.
penalty of the game. And if that was a yellow, I was just about to say it has to be a red. Well, Malachi Hardy gets his second yellow card of the game. He's sent off. Palace have a penalty. And maybe there is a chance for Crystal Palace in this game.
Five, go round. Go round. Change your place.
Well, it looked more like he clipped the ankle of Callum Logan. He certainly kicked out at the leg as he went down, the Crystal Palace striker. Something of a gift it looked like from that angle, but, well, you see it all of the time.
Come on, body language, mate, come on.
Dashi stepping up.
Yes, Sammy. Yes, Sammy. Yes, Sam.
Well, he slots in. Archer again is beaten from the spot. Yet another goal in this game, but crucially it's a goal that gives Crystal Palace hope and the slenderest of chances to get themselves back into this match.
Said, Matteo, you two behind the ball.
H, you come to the left side. H, come here. Miri, stay in.
Get off it. Get off it. Come on. Okay, high up. Come on. Come on.
So Spurs are down to 10 after the sending off of Malachi Hardy. And Crystal Palace will chase and chase now as they attempt to do what looks fairly impossible, but Logan looking for Lahane, who will chase. And he does well to hustle for the ball and forces George King to make the clearance into the corner. Ellis Lehane, no doubt, will be fairly disappointed with the sending off because that's maybe dashed any chances of him chasing a hat-trick. The sensible option now is here in the corner.
Corners, corners! Yeah. That's it. Seven! Just move away.
Hey, switch on! You've got to be ready.
Josh, stay in the goal frame, Josh.
Corners. Come out there. Keep the ball. Demand.
George, do that work.
And into the corner is where Spurs will head to waste a few seconds.
Well done, lads. Let's do it the height fell.
Seth, you Seth. Come on. Keep in there, Doug.
He is. Harry. To the thrower.
Corners again, out.
Yes. Good.
Yellow card this time for Dashi. I'll confess that I didn't see why.
Mateo, release yourself. Go on.
Any chances of a recovery in this game for Crystal Palace quickly dwindling away, although we will have some stoppage time. Had a break in the game because of an injury to Crystal Palace's goalkeeper, that sticks in the mind. We've had a few goals, which adds on seconds for celebrations. Looks as though it's a brilliant second half for Spurs and a brilliant start to the season.
Let's go, get narrow.
Hard runs, lads. Hard runs, hey.
Narrow team. Close the gap.
Cowan, the fullback, works it wide. Derry looking for the free kick and gets the decision.
Stay there, George, stay in. George, stay in.
Under-18s are back in action next Saturday, an away game against Fulham, so we won't be across that one, but we will be across the Premier League Cup match when they play against Leeds United on Tuesday the 27th. A couple of good home games coming up for the under-18s over August. Ellis Lehane has done well. He's driving. He's got the ball tangled under his feet, still looking for the hat-trick chance. May not drop to him, may get the opportunity though. Lehane! Well, the corner was absolutely begging to be hit. Instead, he went a bit too close to the legs of Marcus Hill, the keeper, and he makes the save to deny the hat-trick and goal number 7 for Spurs.
Right, just be brilliant, Ellis. Back in, Reece! He's coming, lads.
Come on, Reece! Get with him, higher, Benny! Keep right back. Yes, Ben!
Well, Crystal Palace are in and looking for their chance to score goal number 4. Felt as though everybody was waiting for a whistle.
Caleb, get up, come on!
George!
Enrique, got a run! Good, Harry, go again.
No turn.
Ellis Lehane will get to the pass from Byrne.
No way, Yes, come on, Mateo!
Miri!
Bench.
Bixie!
Come on now, Caleb, get over! Caleb, come on!
Let's go, please. Get down your door. Down your minimum.
Get down, line.
Go on!
Given away by Logan. Redhead pouncing. Cutting in field, running into Logan, who recovers, and it's squeezed into the corner. Jesse Derry is there, finds a way beyond Sam Archer, and it's goal number 4 for Crystal Palace, who still have a 2-goal gap, but are one step closer to pulling level.
6 more, 2 minutes.
An incredible game. Redhead sticking to the task, managed to get beyond Logan, having done ever so well to win the ball. And the first time effort had the beating of Archer. 6-4, the scoreline.
He's in the half.
take. In your yeah, it will do. Stand your minimum. When the ball's kicked, guys!
Yeah, still here, ref. Still here, ref. Still here, ref. Spino, what's the point?
Look at me! Go on!
Compete! Compete! Good, compete! Compete, go on!
Oh man,
Ref, that's a joke by the way. Ref, what's the point? What's the point? 10 yards. What's the point? Foul play again.
Oh, Dashi's gone down under the challenge. The play will continue. There's no advantage. No time to worry about the injury for the Crystal Palace number 10.
Can you get him in front? Josh!
Around about a minute to go. Palace really chasing. Williams with one that's lifted over the top towards Derry. Derry with the pass. That's a committed challenge to win it back for Spurs. And the referee has a check. We must be close. Ball bounces over the head of Ellis Lehane. Foul on Seb Williams, the captain.
Set it up!
Well, if you watch lots of football at this level, you know that this kind of score isn't all that unusual, although this has been a truly chaotic second half. And there may yet be another twist here, as Palace look to make it 6-5. Lifted in, big header on it, sent in towards the corner, Archer won't reach, hooked away, and that is the final touch of this truly captivating game. Tottenham Hotspur on the opening day grab all 3 points by a scoreline of 6 goals to 4. Stuart Lewis's side have won.